And with that, we are underway here at Farnham at the National Baseball and Softball Complex. I'm Ewan Spence, bringing you the latest bronze game. And from that, it's going to be the Southwestern with another W in BL Baseball League in the middle of that. It's a composite team, and we've decided all around to call them the Swibbles. And they're going to be playing the Scotland Saltires. They are coming down, are essentially a team from all of the Scottish leagues. First pitch comes in as a strike there. And your time on your start time. Yeah, we're running a little bit ahead of schedule. It's 13:55 for those of you keeping track at home. Scotland Saltires, a composite team across the single A out of the Scotland leagues. Tight scheduling around here at the Summer Cup, so just making up 7 minutes on the schedule. That might not seem a lot, but in a tournament like this, 7 minutes, very, very useful. Ball comes down there and skips past. Your 1, 2, 3 for the Swivels are going to be Hanny Bilarescu and Kirby James. Rest of the line up. Coleman at first base, Ismarican at right field, Day at second base, Dare at left field, Roberts at centre field, and Foster at third base. Pitching will be Moore. There is a DH there as that gets fouled over the backstop. Backstop, it's very angry. There it is, yes. Moore is your pitcher. Defensive lineup for the Sluggers. Across the back. We'll get that for you in a second. They're giving me the yellow lineup card, and I cannot make head nor tail of that. So we'll jump on and check that on the main board. Pitch comes down, go behind for a ball. Pitching for Scotland Sluggers is going to be Jack Vickerman. Opening up, James Philip Marakowski is going to be the catcher. Across the outfield at the back, Greenan, Rennie, and Waddle will be your left, center, right. Coming in at shortstop, you have Mike here. Ted Rogers 3-2-1, Ryan McFarlane, Ewan Shields, and Craig Fee 3-2-1. And as mentioned there, catchers Philip Makarowski. Pitching is Jack Vickerman. Walk issued to open up there. Marshall Haney gets himself up to first and straight away steals up to second. If you know your Scottish baseball in our two-step shuffle, step one, get on base, step two, steal second. And he's taken a leaf out of that book straight away. Bilarescu now, catcher in there, fouls that one. Backing over, second in the lineup.
That one's been returned.
That's away at the bench here. Just move the fuel bike further back a little bit less of you. Just put it the other side of the bench. Little bit of repositioning of the audio there. As well as all the players going in competitively. While umpiring is not competitive, they're keeping an eye on all the other umpires and helping out with their grading. You can always join in and help out. BSUK will bring you all the details if you want to get involved. Play, scoring, umpiring, all of that to come through as well. Pick-up attempt up at second. No real lead though taken by Haney, so it's one strike back onto the bag. So the first here, nothing on the board as yet for either teams. And there's a scoop shot there. His third base is stolen attempt there, but it goes foul. So it's fast down to third, don't quite get there, turn round, jog yourself back up to second. Bilarescu in a not two count. Fouls that one high and back over as well. Stays alive there. Count goes not, stays at 0-2. Already attempted to steal third base once, so we're watching for that one as well as the grounder chops, bounces high, and that goes over to shortstop. Long throw, and it is in time by a handful of feet there over to first base. Shortstop Keir over to first base feet. One away. Stepping up for the Swibbles is Kirby James. Still has a teammate up in second base. That one grounds it, picked up for number 4 for the second base. Little stumble at the feet, throws that over to first base, gets it in time. Little bouncer on the ground, into and out of the glove, right on the edge of sand and grass. But focus remains, no panic, pick up the ball, take a moment and breath, snap it over to first. And you get yourself your second out there. Shields to Fee on a 4-3. And he works himself around to third base on that one there, 90 feet away from home with 2 outs. Line drive foul. Goes down right base line. Let's see if we can find the Swibbles if they were playing earlier today. Pitch comes in, that was a line drive. This time goes foul again. The speed is going down the right hand line. Almost the same placement off the bat there. Just hooking it a little bit hook. A little bit behind the ball. Coleman just needs to gather himself now. Wickerman deciding if the same is going to come in again. Comes in high though, so ball 1, 1 and 2. And it's on the ground, it's bounced, it's a ground out, it bounces again as earlier off the sand and into the grass, but this time it's not to the benefit of the Sluggers. The Swibbles find the advantage in that one. It's a stand-up double into second, and it's an RBI as well. Coleman drives home Hannay. Grounder goes out into and past the shortstop. There's quite a big lip between the infield sand and the outfield grass here, and it just kicks up almost straight up. Momentum takes that over the head of shortstop Hanny, hitting back. And we're hit again and high and long. It's a clean catch though out in left field from Greenan, and that's the side retired, but not before the first bit of damage. 1 run on the board coming off 1 hit, which was a double from Coleman. No errors charged to the Sluggers. Of course, not the official scorer here. I will just lean over and see there, but ground conditions causing the bound to pop up there as well. Just the one left on base, and I will be back here with you at the bottom of the first. Saltire Sluggers will get their first chance to get on the board, and they're going to up with Makarowski, Keir and Trennan in the 1-2-3. Following those, let's just stay with you through the mid-innings and go through the lineup card. Casey, Shields and McFarlane are going to be the 4, 5, 6 in the middle of the order. Craig Fee, Jamie Waddle, James Rani closing out the order, with the Sluggers playing with 9. Defensive lineup for the Swibbles. Your left centre right at the top of the chart is Dare Roberts and Samar Cooney. Shortstop Hannay. Ted Rogers across the middle. Third base Foster. Your second base Day. First base Coleman. Catching is Bilikarescu. And pitching is going to be Moore. One run on the board from Hannay, who walked and stole up to second. And then the wicked bounce coming off Coleman's bat was enough to bring that home from second. Let's take a moment to thank you all for listening. If you're joining us on the YouTube live stream, you'll be aware that there are no pictures coming up. That's deliberate. There's a lot going on at Farnham, and the mobile phone masts are quite a distance away, so we've just been taking it easy. You're just going to have to put up with my voice on its own. If you're watching on the replay on the YouTube after the processing Wednesday, Thursday, thanks very much. No matter how you're watching, link, like, love, share, subscribe, all the usuals that you can find on any social media project nowadays would be very much appreciated. BaseballScotland.co.uk. If you are looking to find out more, we're always looking for, well, everybody all the way through, players, coaches, managers, people who just like watching the game, and people who want to join me on the second microphone, scorers, all needed. And if you're looking to do that further afield, BSUK has a team finder that covers all of the United Kingdom, and you'll find your local clubs there as well. And if you're just watching it for the love of the game, we thank you as well. Thank you very, very much. Right then. Sluggers coming in now for the bottom of the first. Makarowski, Keir and Grinnan will be your 1, 2, 3 for the order. Moore pitches in, and it's going to open up with the ball coming in high, so it's 1-0, and Sluggers get to go ahead first in the count. And count goes equal low, 1-1. Moment taken. Makarowski steps back. Lets that go away. Advances up to the count 2-1. Pitch comes in once more. High to the outside. 3-1 count. Swibbles opened up their campaign at the top of the first with a walk. Makarowski threatening to do the same here. Decides to go for the ping, bounces out, grounders into the hand and out of the hand. Bare hand on the first baseman. Decides to run for himself to the bag. Does that in time, even though Makarowski slides to get underneath that. Foot on the bag in time. One away there. Swing on the 3-1 pitch. Grounder bounces in front of first base. Coleman taking a moment to control that at the feet. Left and right, around the ankles. Picked up barehanded, and rather than transfer, decided to run down Marakowski at first base. One away. Mike Keir in for the Sluggers now. And a slow looping pitch comes in, and it's hit hard, line drive out into centre right field. Comfortable single on that one in first base. First hit for the Sluggers. Scott Grennan steps in now. And as just enough speed goes to the outside of the box, stays in the boundary, so strike one. And there's bouncer, goes out ground. Interceptor goes under the glove of the shortstop and carries on rolling, so everybody's 90 feet on that one. Grennan moves up to first. Keir on the play moves up to second into scoring position. And pitch is picked up by Casey, high and hard. That is going long out into centre left. Hits the fence, stays in the field, but the sprint is on. One's coming home. There's a throw to the cutoff in third, but everybody's going to be safe on the base path. There's one home. Keir brings in a tying run for the Sluggers. Grannon all the way round to third base, decides to go no further. Casey there with the RBI, carries on from base, rounds first, up into second as well. Two in a scoring position and another run onto the board. More importantly there for Casey, equaling up the game 4-1 and 1. And a smart high hit out in centre left field, reaches the fences but still stays in play. RBI double. Ewan Shields steps in now after just a conversation between catcher and pitcher. We're in Billarescu. And a product of that is a 1-0 count. That pitch comes in with a 2-0 pitch. Gordon and Casey staying close to the bags. It's one away. 2-0 comes in. That's line drive at the shortstop. Bounces in front. It's picked up at the second bag, so it's thrown over. And there's going to be the out at third. Nope, called safe. And all of that, Grannon makes a comfortable run home from third. Casey gets into third. Looks to beat out the throw from shortstop over to first base and does so. Shields puts himself up to first, so we get runners on the corners from an RBI single. Goes for this steal, takes himself up to second, two in a scoring position. Pitch comes in there, McFarlane hits that line drive out into the shortstop glove. Everybody stay where you are apart from McFarlane. Back to the dugout, 2 away. Bit of pace in the ball as well, making contact, but flat enough that it's not going to leave the sand. Craig Fee, first baseman in now. Runners at second and third, and that's the hit line foul down third baseline. He lets that one go past, but it's inside and in the boundary, so strike called. Teammates at second and third with 2 away. Count is equal low. That's going to go hefty inside. Two-one count. First base is open. Slides in outside and low for another ball. Count goes full. All the lights are on. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners in second and third. Pitch comes in. Fouled off into the netting. Just to the right. Everybody gather your wits once more. We're going to do it all again. First base open. Second and third filled. Swing goes there, and it grounds lines. It goes underneath shortstop gloves, goes into shallow left field. One's going to come home, and they're going to hold up at that there. Casey makes it through. Got on base with the RBI double, makes it round another 2 bags as well to bring home run number 3 for the Saltire Sluggers. Ewan Shields decides not to outpace the ball and just hold up at third base, keep the pressure on. He takes himself up to first base on that one as well. Goes for the steal, it's on. And it's a stand up into second for Fee. Jamie Waddle. Small sides means small strike zone for Moore to find. That's fouled off back. And with back-to-back baseball diamonds here, Diamond 4 is going to have to call time. Count is equal low. Comes in and it's hit high, and it's hard and long. It's going for the fence. Not reaching it though. That's going to be lifted up out from the left fielder. Dare takes that one there. And with that side retired, not before, 3 runs on the board. Just going to lean back over that. It's going to be counted as a 4-hit inning.
Take your time.
No errors as yet charged to either team. Sluggers leaving 2 on base. And with that, we will be back at the top of the second. All right, Ruben, 5, 4, 3. Top of the second here at Farnham, and a bronze game between the Saltire Sluggers and the Southwest Baseball League Swibbles, both a combination team from both leagues. Swibbles are nominated visitors, have 1 run on the board. Sluggers as home, 3 runs on the board. 1, 2, 3 coming in here. It's going to be Day, Dare, and Roberts. Day gets that one, goes past the mound up to shortstop. It's thrown over from shortstop. And called safe there on a tight throw. Stepping now is Brandon Dare. Teammate up at first. Bickerman stays on the mound for the Sluggers. Pitch comes in, runner goes for the steal. There's a swinging strike. And a long throw from catcher goes up to second base, and that just skips past. Not too far away from Shields though, so just 90 feet stolen there. Put into scoring position. The only run from the first inning for the Swibbles. Scored from second base with an RBI double from a teammate. Deeper into the order. They will be hoping for the same. There is the ability to deliver that. Runner goes from second for the steal over to third. Catcher Marukowski throws up. It's going to be close. Called safe. Over at third base. Marukowski popping up from catcher's position now to throw over to team captain McFarlane. Throw was close. The sweep of the hand down. Not making contact before the foot made contact with the bag. So Day, from his single, has managed to steal over to third base, 90 feet away from home. Count is equal high on there, 2-2. Day bluffs the steal into home just to try and disrupt the rhythm, but it's not successful. Strike 3 is called. Bickerman's first strike out of the game. A little bit of questioning quiet there. As we have Alexander Roberts into bat for the Swivels. Leans back and let that one goes past for the ball on the high and outside. Time taken. Marukowski holds up the glove, it's framed, and it's a low bouncer. It goes past through the hole between second and short, and it's going to bring 1 run home. Opening batter for the Swivels in both innings now, making it home. Hannah in the first, and there with Day, Keith Day, second baseman, in the second inning. RBI single for Brendan, for Alexander Roberts. 1 away. 3-2 score. Swivel chasing the 1-run deficit. Top of the second. In now. Johnny Foster. Runner goes to the steal from first up to second. Marukowski declines to throw. Ball not secure enough to make that decision, so Sluggers defense all making sure they're very close to the sand and grass line. Watch that step up for the ball. Another strike called. Foster facing a 0-2. Pick-off attempt going up on the second base, but that's more to keep everybody honest than an attempt to go for the out. Roberts not taking a huge lead on that part. And Shields not taking a time there. Pick-off attempt there, but actually scoring a hold at third. But with the slow pace in, I think the disengagement has caused some issues, and that's going to be called a balk. Called by a right field umpire, but let's just go with positional. And the positional is that Roberts has made himself over to third base. Just the one away so far, and that pitch comes in high, and that's going to be over the fence. Ball path more attuned to a nice game of volleyball than a game of baseball that we have out here today. Nevertheless, it's out of play. So it goes on the right hand of the count. Foster still has teammate Roberts up at third. Goes for that one, chops that one. It's high and hard. It's going to just sneak foul by about 4 or 5. It's staying in play. Run comes home. Ball's on the ground between the dugout and his commentator. So, hit high, deep into the left corner. Catch not attempt. Catch not attempted there. Run comes home. Takes us to a 3-2 game. And they come to first. We go back. Oh, Hanny's at the top of the order, so it's Roberts going from first, stealing up to second. Steal attempted on it. It takes the wicked bounce off the sand grass again and away from the glove. Foster there after the RBI single. Deep in a left, takes the stolen base up to second. Hannay is going to stay in the box. One pitch is fouled. So we go not 2. 2 runs in this inning, 1 run in the first. We got a tied game, 3-3. It's the one away so far. We just all head in, check in, reset. Tied game, 1 out, top of the second, 3-3. Not 2 pitch from Vickerman. Runner goes from second to steal third. Bouncer ground, goes into the glove. Over at third base, not out, able to catch in time. Sharp throw over the diamond. And out at first after a long through. Fast grounder heading up to third base. McFarlane struggling to control that one. Chance of a double play was lost after that, so goes for the safe out at first rather than risk getting a foot on the bag to go or even to attempt the tag out. No force on. So runners at the corners. Was the hope from the Swibbles. They'll try that again. The line drive going out center right field. There's one onto first base. The run comes in home, but it's going to go in. Foster takes the lead. Gives us a 4-3 game. Or do we have the out at first? We'll just wait for the score on that one, but it's signed retired. So there's a bit of a gap here. We'll wait to see what the out conditions are. And with that, we will take a short break after the top of the second. Be back, you. Sluggers looking to take control of the game. Five, 4, 3. And first pitch comes down at the bottom of the second there. Moore stays on the mound for the Swibbles. Right at the bottom of the order, Marakowski and Kier. The top of the lineup will be a 1, 2, 3. And Rani there, line drive straight into the glove of Moore.
James, really quickly, the call is, that's a catch.
So 1 up and 1 down on the pitches. Philip Marakowski, catcher for the Sluggers, steps in now. It's back to the top of the order. Pitch comes in and that's going to go inside. So a step back. Goes ahead in the count 1-0. For those of you catching up at the end of the last inning, it was actually a tag out after Harry ran over first base. So the out happened after Foster body passed over home plate. So it's a 4-3 game in favour of the Swivels. Sluggers looking to catch that 1-run deficit up here in the bottom of the second. We do have some defensive changes shortly coming from the Sluggers, which they have put in the mid-innings, just to shuffle the order around as Marakowski draws a walk. And when we come to the point, we'll get you the defensive changes shortly. Mike Keir comes in now with a single from the first inning. His teammate Marakowski up on first base. Count is 0-1. Pick-off attempt at first base unsuccessful there. A little bit of pace in the ball as it goes through. Aaron Moore still on the mound. Pitching down to Bill Chiriescu. Keir steps back in from the left-hand side of the box. Runner goes from first, attempts to steal at second. It's a long looping throw up from catcher to second base, not in time. On target, but not enough pace on there. Count goes equal low, 1-1. Marakowski up in the scoring position at second base. Sluggers on a 1-run deficit so far. Pick-off attempt back to second base. Marakowski's lead just a little bit too much, but the dive keeps him on the field. So everybody take a breath again. Equal low count, 1-1 comes in. Keir steps back to watch that one go past. Sneaks ahead, 2-1. Marakowski taking that long lead again. Swing and a miss there. Keir not quite pirouetting all the way around, but doing his best attempt. Count goes equal high, 2-2. And that comes in high and out inside. Loops over for the slow curve. Count goes full, something's going to happen. Foul, out, or action. That's the least amount of action possible. The walk is drawn. Keir puts himself up on the first base. 2 walks so far from Moore in this inning after a line drive straight into the glove for the first out. Runners at first and second for the Saltire Sluggers. Grounded in now, singled in the first. Holds back on that one, but watches the strike go past. Modern one. Moore takes the early lead on this one. Kieran Casey on deck, warming up. And that's hit high and hard. Third base goes down, stumbles into the outfield. A little bit of backspin on it. But runner comes home. Marakowski not pausing at all. Rounds third and comes in there. Keir up to second on the strong hit there. He's up there. Grannon, single in the first inning, single in the second. Now with an RBI on the credit as well. Game is tied, 4-4. Kieran Casey, RBI double when he first comes up now. He's got a teammate on first and a teammate on second. He just ducks out the way of that one, and the steals attempted successfully all the way around. Sluggers put themselves on the second and third. Kieran needing a little bit of a slide in there. Grannon comfortably moves up as well. So we're 1 away. Runners on second and third. First base is open.
James, time. Get that player in the dugout.
Players in the dugout, please.
Tied game, not in two. Pitch comes in. Change up to the outside, 1-2. Sluggers make Kieran third. Scott Grennan up on second. And walk comes through there. We'll double check that on the official scores, but situationally, bases are loaded. Ewan Shields reached on the fielder's choice in the first inning. He's got teammates in first, second, and third. Stay steady to watch that one go past on the outside. Count 1-0. 2-0 count. We're falling behind in the count as a pitcher for the Swibbles. Cuts that down now for 2-1. And a long loop comes in there, well out of the strike zone, so we go 3-1. Just the one out so far. Bases loaded, 3-1 count. Tied game 4-4. That's going to walk past. Walk is issued. Keir walked in to give the Sluggers the lead. Two walks, a single, and two walks so far for the Sluggers after that first line drive out, which headed straight to the mound. Offensive substitution coming now in the order. Farnham's replaced by McCaffrey. Suspicion there is that McCaffrey is going to be into pitch at the top of the third. Pick-off attempt at second base, and it's throws, and it's underneath second baseman. Everybody's going to try and move up. There's one more run over the board. Steal for second is coming on into third, carries on Mooring into first. First baseman run up to steal second, slides into third, looks for the call. Call is safe at third. 2 runs come home. Pick-off attempt going up there from the catcher as Bill Chiruescu heads up and slips underneath the glove of the second baseman Day, and with that the Steels just kept their foot on the pedal, ran home. One comes in, and that was coming in there for Grant and Casey. Round as well, deciding to hold up at third and then carry on. Shields making the decision to go for third. It slides in. 2 on the board. Caffrey. A little bit of action as she steps in, batting right-handed. 4 runs posted in this inning so far. Builds into 3 in the first inning. Takes them to 7. So we'll have 4 on the board. So 3-run lead for the Sluggers. Runner on third. First and second open as that one goes past into the backstop. A little bit of calm comes over now. 2-0 count. McCaffrey ahead for the Sluggers. Pitch comes in. Inside low. Strike called. 2-1 on the count. And again, stepping back on that one. Goes inside for a ball 3. Ewan Shields 90 feet away from home. Still just the 1 out. And swing and a miss on that one there, and the count goes full for 3-2. Just the 1 away so far, and that's going to be a swing on and miss. The one that was just looking to the outside of the zone as well. 2 away. First strikeout from her in the game. First baseman, third baseman Craig Fee, as we're shuffling around where everybody is standing just now. Steps in now. Ball goes wild in at the backstop, but the backstop relatively close to home here, so Shields starts to make the decision and then decides against it. Count goes 0-1. 2 away, runner on third. 3-run lead for the Sluggers here in the bottom of the third. Sluggers, one of the teams that's probably, have they travelled the most, or do our team from Ireland get that as well? We will have to get the map out, but let's just say they're from very, very far away. And with a count equal low. The shortest distance that they're concerned about now is the 90 feet from third to home. He goes for the hefty swing. Did make contact and singled in the first inning. Ewan Shields waiting for the moment up at third base. Comes in there, it's hit high and it's hard. It's hit long going out in the left field. It's going into the glove and it stays in the glove of Brandon Dare. There's your third out and a high hard hit down the left hand line, 3 away. And that there is the end of the second inning that has given the Sluggers the control back of the game. 4 runs in this inning for a total of 7 now. That is coming off just the 1 hit though, and just the 1 left on base there. 7 runs, 5 hits, 1 left on base through 2. It is 7 for our home team, the Sluggers, and 4 for the Southwest Swibbles. Chasing the 3-run deficit. Will be back to the top of the third shortly.
Hello.
No, what I'm saying. No, you're done for the yeah. Unless coming from very far. Yeah. Birmingham, right?
Okay, Ruben. 5, 4, 3. Top of the third underway now. Ryan McFarlane in to pitch for the Sluggers. This gives us a new defensive lineup. We'll just check that out just now. Kirby James Coleman and Issa Maracuna will be your 1, 2, 3 for the Swivels going through now. Apologies for the name there. It's Maracune. It's going to be second in the lineup. Kirby Jones now ground out 4-3 in the first inning. Takes a hefty swing going through there. In terms of the defensive changes, McCaffrey, who just come into the lineup, has moved up to second base. As that curveball comes in to get the count equal high, 2-2. So Vickerman steps out of the game, or possibly into the DH slot. We'll see what happens when that comes around. Anyway, that's going to be a drop third strike, and it's going to be a throw up comfortably from Marakowski. Catcher, and up to Craig Fee up at first.
Do this. Do this. Swing it. It's on the ground. Nobody at second. Nobody at first. Keep your arm out. Used to be safe. Just keep your arm out.
Stepping in now, Connor Coleman. RBI double in the first inning. Face Vickerman then. Faces McFarlane now. Ball comes in, 1-0. Check swing on that one. Coleman looking a bit some power behind that and just manages to pull the bat even though the knees gave away where he was going. Crouches down, starts to lean into the power and then goes, no thank you, I'll take a 2-0 count. Pitch comes in, it's high, Coleman looks to chop that down. No contact there at all, 2-1. Sluggers short and second is stepping inside that wicked lip between sand and grass. And Coleman hits that one along the ground, goes up, picked up shortstop, which is pushed over into the grass along second and first base line. Gurney goes out to the shortstop there. Picked up by Ewan Shields and then rolls out the glove and decides to make its own way towards second base as Coleman gets himself into first. Expect we're looking at a fielding error on that one once we get the official scoreline coming in. Smarakun. Fly out to left field previously. It's one away, but has a teammate up at first. Both teams struggling with the infield to outfield, so the steal attempt is on its second, the throw is off target. So successful steal up from Coleman. Marakowski quick to stand up and snap that throw out. Covered by shortstop. Shields coming in to get the wide throw. Count goes equal low, 1-1 with one runner in scoring position, one away. It's 4-7 game towards the Sluggers with the Swibbles chasing a 3-run lead. Ryan McFarlane there, doing best impression of a cricket wide. Count is 2-1. It's Marakun batting left-handed. Teammate on second. Distance iffy. Inside and high. McFarlane, affectionately known as Mookie for the rest of the team, brings in a 3-1 pitch. And that's low, round the ankles, walk is given. Runners at first and second for the Swibbles. They bring the tying run into the box. Keith Day. Also batting left-handed. Runners at first and second. Steele goes on from second and third. disengagement as they throw up to second to stop this run back, but over the third. Pick-off attempt made at second, but distance between second and third had already been closed down by Coleman. And he carried on closing that down. So runners at the corners for the swivel. Tying run. That's Dane, watches that come in for a strike. Not one to open up with. Runner goes from first to second, steals in. It's a wild pitch. Markowski decides to leave that be after it hits the backstop. So, runners at second and third, one away. First base is open. Four runs for the Swivels. They're in the offense in the top of the third here. Chasing the 7 runs on the board from the Sluggers. And swing and a miss there. One goes through. Pitch comes in high and wide on the outside. Day Banning left-handed. Runners remain at second and third with first base open and one away. And that pitch comes in, walk is issued. Bases are loaded up from McFarland on the mound. And defensive conference. Sluggers all gather around the mound. They'll check in with the first and third base coaches for the Swivels. Day up there on first base. Smarakun over at third. Chasing 3. That tying run. There at first. Go ahead run in the shape of Dare. Sitting there in the box. Just waiting for the Sluggers to move back out and get ready to play once more. Dare struck out looking, facing Jack Vickerman. He's facing a new pitcher here, as he said. Ryan McFarlane. Bases loaded, one away, 3 runs behind. Swing is not going to come from the swivel, just holds back. Pick off attempt, check throw over at third. Scramble to keep the ball under control though, up there at third base. The overthrow here would bring at least 1 run home, if not 2. It's a 1-0 count. McFarlane brings that low and inside. 2-0 on the count. And we're past our 5 minutes here at Farnham. No more innings after 1 hour 30. Time limit rules are applying. That goes outside for another ball, takes us to 3-0. Farnham pitching himself into a bit of a jam here, 1 out. First, second and third occupied. 3-0 count. Ball here will cut the deficit from 3-2 for the Swibbles. 3-0 comes in. And that pitch goes in to the backstop. And it's going to be called the walk. There's some look there. Perhaps more in hope from McFarlane than anything else. Dare's given the walk up to first base. That brings in Coleman from third. Count goes back to nodding up. Bases remain loaded. Deficit cuts from 3-2. 7-5 game in favour of the Sluggers, who are on the defence right now. Farnham brings another one in there. Finds the strikes on this time and goes 0-1. And that one's going to be popped up, and it's coming, and it's just going to miss the commentary table by about 1.5 feet over the line. If you think I'm going to attempt to catch on that, I will refer you to my school sports card many, many, many decades ago, and you realise why there was no way I was going to attempt to catch on that one. Bases remain loaded. Not 2 count, 1 away. Farnham checking the counts and the outs. Bases loaded. Consideration there needs to be made to preserve the lead. It is 1 out. It's a 0-2 count. The pitch comes in. That goes into the glove. And count goes equal high. 2-2. Check round the other fields. Next pitch comes in. Leans back on that one, and we're going to have a full count now. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded. Pressure remains on the Sluggers, specifically onto the mound as well. 3-2 payoff comes in. Strike zone found this time. Strike 3 and away. Second strikeout for McFarlane, but that first was a drop third. That drop third was a caught on the run with a 2-3 at first base. So it's 2 away now. Bases remain loaded. Johnny Foster in now. Lets that one go past for a ball. Found a single in the bottom of the second inning. Single now would likely bring 1 run home and potentially 2 depending on location. Sluggers alert to anything, and that's line drive, goes out into left field. It's going to hit the fence, it's going to go the distance. It's going to be picked up in the corner, and the throw is going to come in. 1 run comes home. Relay throw is just held in center left field, and that's the second run coming home. RBI single in the second inning now becomes a 2 RBI double. Here in the bottom of the third. I know we love our patterns, but an RBI, triple hit in the fourth inning would be an interesting progression, but we're not there yet. Smartly hit, line drive out into the corner in left field. Gave Johnny Foster the double, brings in 2 homes as well, and that ties up the game. 7 runs apiece. Back to the top of the order. Marshall Hannay drew a walk. And then headed up to first base, but tagged out after getting the foot on the bag. We'll check the official scoring, whether he actually is going to get the hit on that. We'll scroll that up in a second. As that one goes past. No hit awarded on the official card coming from our scorer. So again, positional is the one that counts at the moment. It's Sluggers McFarlane brings that one in low outside into the zone though. Strike given. 2 away. And that pitch comes in low. Runners on second and third. 2 away. Time called. Then we have a ball sneaking onto the field out in left center. And we're back underway again once more. 3-1 count. Farnham pitches in. Swung made on that one to fill up the count. Goes into the backstop, but it's close enough and controlled. So Dare is not going to live up to his name. He's just going to stay steady at third. Count is full. 2 away, full count. First base is open here. Tied game 7-7. That comes in outside low. Walk is awarded. Base is loaded once more. Fourth walk for McFarlane in the inning. Moving up with the strike. Reach on error, 3 balls, strike, double and walk. So 2 away, bases loaded, pitch comes in, pitch is popped up high, it's going to just go out of play and hits the roof of the dugout. And third baseline, the Swibbles dugout, who are playing in dark blue tops and socks with grey trousers. Slightly more vibrant shade of blue are the Saltire Sluggers with white trousers and again the blue socks. Samarakun now, fly out and walk previously. Fastball comes into the zone, strike 1. Transforms to strike 2. McFarlane makes a decision and hopes to turn strike 2 into not only strike 3 but a retire the side in the top of the third. Here comes the attempt, and it's going to be a lofted high, flies and drops into center left field, shallow left field. 1 run comes home, throw comes into home, but the second run is called safe as well. Tag was attempted but not in time. 2 come home on that one. Swivels take the lead. And as we're playing at the bronze level, there is a 5-run limit in each innings. So irrespective of the outs positions or anything else on the board, that double there will see the end of the innings on the run count. 5 runs put on the board. It takes the Swivels to 9. It's coming off 2 hits, 6 in total. Left on base, 2 left on base as the inning was called on runs. The 1-2-3 coming up for the Sluggers in the bottom of the third, and they need to be aware of the time as well. There's 15 minutes. We'll just check in what we're doing with the time rules in between the innings. You can see I just had a stern look given at me, can't you? Yes, you can. The 1-2-3 coming up is going to be Waddle, Rowney, and back to the top of the order for Marakowski when we are back at the bottom of the third. It's up and down.
Sorry, how's the score?
I don't know.
Is this the fourth?
You're
It's 9-7 to Swibbles.
9-7.
Yeah, not by 2.
We can't call it.
It's going down another one.
I'll go. Who's that? Recording us with my dad is like
It's going somewhere. You can't look.
Come on, man, let's go, Jamie. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll take time to graph. We won't get up until Thursday or Friday. But
Decent approach here. If you want it, it's there.
one bum cheek. Choices either for us to shoot through the netting or take it to the side. So.
I can go, man.
5, 4, 3. Going to the bottom of the third here at Farnham and the National Baseball and Softball Complex and the BBF Summer Cup. It's a bronze game here between the SWWBL. We'll go with Swibbles on that one to keep it easy. And your 1-2-3 is now just going to be a 2-3 for the Sluggers as Waddle goes out on strikes. Rani is up next, and then we'll be back to the top of the order for Marakowski. 2-run lead from the Swivels after a 5-run inning posted at the top of the third. Remember, there was no more innings after 1 hour 45, but also there's a little bit of umpire's discretion in there, so we suspect that we're going to be playing for 4 innings. As count goes equal 1-1 on Rennie. And that's going to be hit, line drive down left field over the head of first baseman, and it's going to be in a first there for the single. It keeps rolling towards the fences, so Rennie turns and goes for second. He's decided to keep on turning. Cutoff throw is thrown in, pick up by second baseman, but the distance to third has already been cut down. No attempt to make the test there. Here we are. Rennie comes in there with a stand-up triple for Saltire Sluggers. 2 runs behind, so they get the tying run up to the plate now in Philip Marakowski. Run out at first base in the first inning. Drew a walk in the second, hits that one smart line, goes over to third base, bobbles at the feet, picked up by the hands, but there's no throw attempted at first base, and the run comes in from Rennie on that one as well. Ground conditions there probably discount an error as it's sitting there right on the edge of the field. We will wait for the official scoring to come through. Hold on.
When he goes on up,
Given the ground conditions, the sand and the grass, would you expect the average outfield to make that catch and throw?
I expect this to make the player definitely.
No. would you have picked up the ball?
Yeah, it was never on that.
But did he fumble it? Did he fumble it more or less than the average player at this level?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Right, then it's an error.
Yeah, but then the run that came in, is it an RBI or is it no RBI?
The app will work that out for you.
Just give me an option, I don't know.
You would have made it home, RBI.
Leaving your sale case, you'd have good title back, man.
Official scorer checking in with the commentator. Always a bad idea, but I think we've come to a consensus, especially as we've got a rather senior umpire checking our notes.
They were both, I was like, well, because normally you just score it in RBI because he came home after he put the ball in play.
You get a point, right?
I mean, I would have discounted that. I would have given the single because of ground conditions. I wouldn't have called it an error on ground conditions. Scorer's call.
You look confused, Nick. It's not helping all the age jibes you get. It's like
And that's what happens with everybody gathered in the benches around at the back. Right, okay, let's just take the situational awareness out. Rennie, off that stand-up triple, got all the way home to cut the deficit from 2 down to 1. That came off Marakowski's, which is now going to be reach on error. And then he's stolen up to second base as well. We've just had our second out come through during that little conference there as well. Mike Keir is the second out. Runner goes for the steal attempt from second through third. Well pitch there, bounces up and high into the backstop, so it's a successful steal. Marakowski is the tying run, now just 90 feet away from equaling out the scores as we go into the bottom of the third of a projected 4, given the timing. And that's a confirmed reach on error for the previous play. Pitch comes in from Moore.
Yeah, that was hot, that game, the 11 o'clock game, quarter to 12 game.
Scott Grennan now has a 3-0 in his favour. Moore continues to pitch for the Swivels into the third. And 3-0 goes 4-0. The walk is drawn. Sluggers get runners at the corners, tying at third. Go ahead at first. Kieran Casey. RBI double to open up his card in the game. And follow that with a walk. Every time he's left the batter's box, he's made it all the way around to score. Runner goes from first to second. Steal attempt. No attempt is going to be made by the catcher as that rolls in towards the backstop. So 2 in a scoring position. Marakowski at third, Grennan at second. So 1-0. Pitch comes in there. With the strike, goes equal low, 1-1. Little pause here in the play. It's broken with this pitch. And that's hit high and hard. It's going center field. Spinning to the right. Drops in the gap between left and center. Tying run comes in. Go ahead stays at third. Cream and Sugar brings himself up to second. RBI double in the first inning from Kieran Casey. Go on, have a guess. RBI double in the third inning here as well. The game itself, that's tied. 9 runs apiece. Bottom of the third. Well, we will go to a fourth inning. Staying ahead. As Shields come up there. Slides off the bat for a 0-1. So 1 away, 2 away, and then that one's going to hit high and hard. It's going to drop in that same gap again. Go ahead comes in. Cream and Sugar comes in. 2 runs ahead for the Sluggers. Hard hit into center left field, drops in the gap. Left fielder comes over and there does make the attempt to get that one, but it's uncontrollable to prevent the second run going in. The first was always going to be running in at that point there as well. So it is 2 runs to the good. Ewan Shields getting the double RBI and a single, and he takes a steal as well to bring himself up to second now as well. McCaffrey stepping in now. Runner at second, 2 away. McCaffrey struck out swinging on the card for the first appearance in the second inning, here in the third. Four runs in, so we remember that the run differential may apply here as well as Ewan Shields comes over and steals third after stealing second. 2 away, runner at third. 3-1 count. It's fouled high and back over the backstop. I suspect that one coming very, very close to the commentary booth is going to kangaroo court this evening when we're all done. Full count. Pitch comes in. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Side retired, but not before 4 runs go on to the board. Saltire Sluggers picking up 4 runs in that to give them 11. Plays a current 9 that the Swibbles have as well. Coming off, it looks to be 3 hits. We'll do a count back for that one and we can confirm it there for a total of 8. Leans over, let's just see if we can check the board. 8 hits indeed, yes. Just the 1 left on base. And Sluggers now putting themselves into contention. They're ahead at the bottom of the third. It's likely, given that we've now been playing for 1 hour, now we're at slap bang on 1 hour 30 having played. 3 innings done. In all likelihood, the 4th inning will be the last one. We'll wait and see if we get an official call that the umpire is making the 4th inning the last inning. And when we get that, we will be back with you. For the top of that, your 1, 2, 3 coming from the swivel are going to be Kirby Jones, Coleman, and Samaraku. Not doing that this year. No. Is it an official from I have driven from Cornwall to, I did the last game, I did the Edinburgh Rays, the Croydon. Sylvia. Yeah, D1. I'm on D1 every single one of my games. Is on D1. Yeah, I've got the 45ers versus somebody, and then the following morning I've got the 45ers versus Swibbles. 8:45 kickoff.
You might have us at 8:30.
Oh, Pirates.
Yeah, because they played. Swibbles played the 45.
Oh yeah, you beat them.
Well,
They beat them.
that was a neutral score, I believe. So.
Oh, you scored it. Oh, it was that game.
Yeah, they not in the
problem though, isn't it, when you've got the people that have to double back.
All people that play in the Ui.
Ui.
They don't necessarily play very much.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3. Welcome back as we go into the top of the fourth. We're going to be starting this after the 1 hour 33 of game time. The 2 hour limit and numbers coming in. This has been marked out as this will be the final inning. Swibbles are 2 runs down. They're marked out as our visitors team, so it's a nice simple goal here. They've got to find at least 2 runs to tie and 3 to go ahead, otherwise the Sluggers can pitch them off the field and pitch themselves into a W. Kirby James, Coleman and Samara Kuna, you 1, 2, 3. Kirby James ground out and then run out at first off a dropped third strike. Already on the cards. We look along that and find the column for this inning, and we find it's already at 2-0. Farnham stays on the mound for the Sluggers. Markowski stays in as catcher. I think we've got some changes out here in the field as well. Indeed, we have.
Oh, nice.
Pitch comes in. We'll get you those changes in a second. And the walk is given there. Kirby James up on the first base for the first time for them in this game. Mickey Walton has come in at left field. Grennan moves over to center field as a stolen base is taken there, and Kirby James gets up onto second and into scoring position. So Walton will replace Rennie out in left field. Pitch comes in. Now we have pinch hitter. Coleman has stepped out, and we now have Katie Thorpe stepping in the box there. His pickoff attempt is made up at second base. So runner up at second, tying into bat just now. There's that, goes wide and hard into the backstop, but thankfully the backstop here is one of the closer ones at Farnham, so it's not going to escape too far as Markowski chases that one round pitching circle. Put yourself on one of the larger fields here, D1 or D2 with the distance, and you probably would have seen a second or third there on a wild pitch. As it stands, that one comes looping high. Thorpe takes a walk. Tying run is up at first base. Samarakun steps in from the right-hand side of the box and bats left. And we're getting some more defensive changes from the Sluggers coming through there. Appears to be a pitching change. Farland, after 2 walks. Pitching changes coming through now. Roberto Carlos Tova will be third pitcher for the Sluggers to take the field. He inherits runners on first and second. Are we first and second? Yeah, they're just taking to the side as the pitcher warms up. Kirby James up at second. Kenny Thorpe over at first. Samara Kuhn is going to be into bat and is the go-ahead run. Flew out to left field in first appearance, drew a walk on the second. First was against Jack Vickerman. Second was McFarlane. Now faces third pitcher of the day. And it'll be the first time that the Swivel will have seen Torres on the mound. Doesn't appear to be any other changes. Just while we're doing that, defensive lineup for the Sluggers: Walton, Grennan and Waddle as you left, centre, right. Ross Murray takes shortstop now. 3-2-1 is Keir McCaffrey and Fee. Murakowski remains catching. We have Torres into pitch. And a steal attempt is made from second through third. Pickoff attempt, throw up to third. Throws in time, called out. One away of the three that the Sluggers need to pitch themselves into the victory. So it's one away in the steal attempt, down from second to third. Samara Kern turns back to be one moment. The go ahead is now the tying run in the final inning here. Swivel with a 2-run deficit. Count is 2-0. Torres a chance to pitch for the game. In it comes. It's going to be inside high. Run goes from first to second. Pick-off attempt throw was from the catch was made up to first. Considering Thorpe already has taken up enough of a lead there, decided to carry on. It's the second time that a Swivel stale has decided not to turn back and just power it out onto the next base, and both times it has been successful. Thorpe steals second in a scoring position. Which comes in from Torres, and that's lifted up with a golf swing into center field. Picked up comfortably, thrown over the third base. Is it going to be in time? Glove is out to make the tag, and the tag is applied there. Makes it look easy, 2 away. Samarakun is a fielder's choice over to first, but Thorpe goes out. Again on a 2, goes out there. I think we're looking at an 8-5 there. If I knew you were only doing audio, I would be confident, but I know video's going to turn up at some point. Again, situational though. 2 away, 2 runs down. With just a runner at first. That's hit high. It's going to go out of play and reaches over to D5. It's the top. Sorry, Birmingham's assaulting me. Not all of Birmingham. Just Steve getting in the way of the commentary. I'll get you later, Steve. I really wish I had a boxing commentary box sometimes. Anyway, now we're all here. Lots of teams meeting from across the country. Yes, we're keeping score, but we're also making lots of connections and building the baseball community here. 2 away, runner goes from first. Steal is up to second. Ground chop goes up, picked up by second base. Throws down to first. In time to give it the game. It's out the glove and packed over. Game keeps on playing. Runner heads down from second to third. And with that, everybody's called safe. The cut, the deficit. Run is at third. Tying run up into first, and it's go ahead. Represented by Dare there. Game literally in the glove of the Sluggers before it slipped out. So Swivel get another chance.
I think it's going to be quite a bit.
Go ahead in the box. Tying it first. Keep the pressure on over at third base. Second base is open. 2 away. Torres pitching. Can pitch for the game here. Runner goes from first through to second. It's a ball that's going to be given. Marakowski fakes the throw up to second, hoping to draw down Samarakun from third. That's not going to happen, so it's just going to be the stolen base up to second, 2 away. Tying at second base, first base is open. Go ahead is there on the plate just now. Lets that one go in for a ball. Sluggers with designated as the home team with a 2-run lead in the last inning here. They picked up a win in their first game this morning with a 9:15 start after travelling down from Scotland. Pitch comes in, it's going to go for a ball low and bounce into the backstop as well, but it's covered by Marakowski. Picking up a win earlier in the day. This would represent their second win and put them in a strong place in the league table going into the final bronze games on Sunday morning ahead of the placement rounds. Swibbles, though, have escaped defeat with a bounce of a ball in the glove. Have a chance to get back in it. Moment of decision there before the strike is called. Spin-running helicopter coming over the field here. Torres winds, pitches, swing is made, strike 3, and that is the side retired. And with that, that is the game as well. No need to do the bottom of the fourth. Our home team already have the lead. It goes 11 runs to the Silver Sluggers. Silver in the there, Saltire. They'll be wanting for more than silver. With 9 runs coming from the SWWBL Swibbles. They had a chance there to keep the game going as the ball escaped the glove over at first base. It bounced out, but they couldn't capitalise on that mistake. Coming from the Sluggers. Sluggers' third pitcher comes in with the save. Roberto Carlos Torres. Final score on there. 9 to Swivel. 11 to the Sluggers. Sluggers with 2 wins so far in the round robin league here at the Farnham Park and the National Baseball and Softball Centre. All the teams will get 2 games tomorrow, 4 games in total guaranteed with the setup here. Thank you all for watching and listening. We're not quite sure if everybody found the live stream because we appear to have 2 running at once. But there you go. We're having a bit of an experiment. Thanks for joining us on the replay and the video as well. I've been Ewan Spence. A couple more games to go here from Farnham. We'll bring them back through YouTube as quickly as you can. Like, love, share, subscribe, comment, all the usuals for social. And all I'll say is, we've only got about an hour to wait if you're watching us live, so hasty back very quickly.